Hi everyone, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Maddie.
Today we're going to be presenting an iEarn global collaboration project called My School, Your School. We chose this project because we both thought it would be such a fun and meaningful way for elementary students to connect with kids around the world instead of just learning about different cultures through a textbook.
We love that students get to communicate with real classrooms, share about their own lives, and learn from other students who may live completely different lives than they do. We think that's something students should remember long after this project is over. The goal of My School, Your School is for students to compare school life around the world through voices of students themselves. Instead of simply reading about another country, students get to learn directly from children who actually live there.
Students work together with classrooms for different countries by sharing information about their schools, their daily routines, traditions, celebrations, sports, favorite subjects, and even their communities. They also create a multimedia projects like videos, photos, and presentations to showcase what makes their school unique to them.
One thing we really liked about this project is every classroom has something different to share. No matter where students' lives, they have their own traditions and experiences, and this project gives everyone an opportunity to celebrate those differences while also finding things they have in common.
We also think that this project would be really engaging for elementary students because they're creating something that real kids around the world are going to see in real life. This gives the students a much bigger purpose than just turning in another classroom assignment. All right. Throughout this project, students first will introduce themselves on the iEarn forum, and so students get to know one another. They also add their school to a collaborative world map so students can see where each participating classroom is located.
Next, students answer questions about their own school and create videos, photos, and written responses that show what a typical school day looks like for them. Once everything is finished, the projects are uploaded to the iEarn blog, where classrooms around the world can view them.
Students are also encouraged to leave comments, ask their questions, and respond to other classrooms. We really liked this part because it turns the project into an actual conversation instead of the students just posting their work and moving on from it.
By the end of the project, students have learned about different cultures, strengthened their communication skills, practiced work together, become better digital citizens, and develop more respect for different perspectives around the world.
Now, really quickly that we've given an overview of this project, we're going to leave our presentation to take a closer look at the actual iEarn website so you guys can see where all this information is coming from. All right, now that we are on our website, we can see that on our left-hand corner, we have two different topics right here to pick through. We have our home and we have our about/resources site. We're going to click onto that guy.
At the top, we can see that the main purpose of this project is to compare school life around the world through the voices of the students participating in it.
As we scroll down into this description part, we can see that students will collaborate with classrooms around the world to describe their school and share what everyday life looks like in their educational setting. They are comparing schools' routines, celebrations, sports, food, and different subjects they study.
One thing we thought was really cool is that students are encouraged to use their creativity by making videos, taking photos, and designing graphics. We think that's such a fun way to let students express themselves instead of only writing about their school.
As we scroll down, we are looking at the possible classroom activities, and students introduce themselves in the iEarn forum, place their school on a collaborative world map, answer the questions about their school, and then create a multimedia projects to share about their project blog.
After their projects are published, students don't just stop there. They're encouraged to visit other schools' projects, ask questions, and leave thoughtful comments. We really like that because it helps students practice respectful communication while learning about other cultures.
The expected outcome is going to be in this next section right here. It's a collaborative blog filled with projects from schools around the world. We think that's such a neat way for students to see how many different schools are participating and how every classroom has something unique about it to contribute.
The project also supports several United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, including quality education, reduced inequalities, peace, justice, and strong institutions, and partnerships for the goals. We thought it was really nice that this project encourages students to become more globally aware while building meaningful connections with others. Now that we've looked at the project itself, let's talk about the materials needed to successfully complete it.
To complete this project, students will need an internet access along with Chromebooks or laptops so they can access the iEarn website and create their projects.
Students would also need a webcam and microphone if they are participating in live discussions or virtual meetings with another classroom. We included Google Slides and Google Drive because they're great tools for creating presentations and organizing student work throughout this project.
Google Meet is another helpful tool because it allows students to actually meet another classroom face-to-face. We also included the iEarn website and project blog since that's where students publish their projects and interact with classrooms from around the world.
Along with technology, students would also need classroom supplies like paper, pencil, markers, and either a camera or tablet to take pictures or record videos for their multimedia projects.
For our ISTE, this project meets several of those, especially 1.7, which focuses on the global collaborator. For standard 1.7a, students use digital tools like Google Slides, Google Drive, photos, and videos to organize information about their schools before sharing it with others.
For Standards 1.7b, students collaborate with classrooms from different countries through the iEarn platform, allowing them to communicate with students from different backgrounds and cultures. For Standard 1.7c, students contribute by creating multimedia projects that teach others about their school while learning from classrooms around the world.
For Standard 1.7d, students explore different perspectives by comparing schools, traditions, and everyday life across different countries. This helps students develop empathy and appreciation for cultures that may be very different from their own.
We also chose ISTE Standard 1.6, Creative Communicator, because students use technology like presentations, videos, photos, and digital media to creatively share information about their school with an authentic audience. We thought this standard fit the project really well because communication is such a big part of the overall experience. Those are the sources we used for our presentation, including the iEarn digital project book, the My School, Your School project page, and the project blog.
Right here is a little snippet of the website itself, just in case you aren't able to access the link. This will be what our page says. Thank you so much for watching our presentation. We hope you enjoyed learning about My School, Your School, and we hope you can see why we think it's such a fun and meaningful project for elementary students. Have a great day.